Hey, hello everyone, it's Meredith. I'm here with our daily reading for Friday, the 19th of October. We are switching decks on you today, Moon Void Tarot. It's a beauty. It's created by Stephanie Capone. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Beautiful deck, Stephanie. All right, let's see what is on the bottom of the deck for us today. We have the moon. Illusions. Okay, the moon. What do we got going on there? My guides are talking to me already. That did not take long, did it? So, when the moon shows up, we recognize that something important is surfacing within our intuition. Some say that this card is about secrets and information withheld. I tend to disagree with that. We may not know something per se in the now, but it doesn't mean it's being withheld from us. This is about paying attention to our dreams, the messages from our dream state. It's about reflection to some degree. The moon, I tell you all the time, it's borrowed light of the sun. It casts a different sort of shadow, and in that silvery light, sometimes we see things that were not obvious to us in broad daylight. We get a different perspective. We have a little bit of contrast. We rely more on our senses when the moon is up and when it shows up in a reading. We tap into our soul wisdom when the moon is present, and we may feel somewhat vulnerable, and we also may go through a bit of a private challenge, something that we're not sharing with the people closest to us in our lives. So let's see how this connects to the rest of the reading. First card is the Chariot. You know, I always feel enthusiasm when I turn this card over, and today I feel just this slight bit of hesitation because of the moon's presence. It feels to me, the Chariot is dynamic movement forward. This is Cancer, water energy. You know, the moon is water, Pisces energy. The Chariot's all about determination and victory, a journey of some sort. And my feeling is that there's a bit of a journey going on within some sort of personal challenge. And so where the Chariot to me typically speaks of speed, energy speeding up, circumstances speeding up, I feel like this is not so much speeding up. We're definitely going along, but not at a quick pace. We're taking a good, strong look at what is being revealed to us in the moon. And this is travel in a new direction, so it's travel within the self in a new direction. My feeling here right now is that this is the continuing story of a solid week's worth of receiving the message that we've stepped across a threshold, a new doorway of self-discovery. And so now we're taking some more vulnerable and tentative steps forward into this new realm of discovery. So the journey is ongoing. It's not speeding along. It's certainly not out of control. We're not going off the track here. We're just, we're being mindful, we're being decisive, we're being discerning. And that feels positive to me. Next card, Four of Wands. Well, we've seen this card plenty recently. This is the honeymoon card. It's a wonderful card to get. There's freedom and creativity here. There's happiness within relationships. It's one of the happiest cards of the minor arcana cards. There's truth and passion. There's stability, harmony, love, vitality, affection, new love. So this is a deepening of a commitment within relationships, family, friends, and beloveds. And what I'm seeing here is the moon has revealed something deeper to us, and it's important to us, and we are giving it the consideration that it's due. We're savoring and we are cherishing the experience. That's beautiful. And that's kind of what these two are doing underneath these trees. And look, you know, it's like another doorway to walk through. So something is deepening, a connection is expanding, and we're being mindful with it. We're honoring it. We're cherishing it. It is a blessing to us, though I do feel that there is something of it that is mildly frightening to us. Let's see what else comes with it. See if we can identify that. We have the Knight of Cups. Well, the Knight of Cups. You know, he has such wonderful qualities, this Knight. I love him. One of his challenges, though, is that he procrastinates. Sometimes he moves very slowly, and it often appears as if in that slowness that he is not fulfilling his promise. And I'm listening to my guides. His presence in this reading is encouraging us to follow our intuition and our feelings, our emotions, to stay balanced within our passion. I feel like we're being cautious here. We're a little vulnerable, a little tentative. I've said in recent days we may be feeling somewhat delicate, and that's extending here into this reading. We have some new discoveries. We're feeling things that we didn't anticipate feeling. They're surprising us some. We are sensing intuitively things and seeing things we didn't expect either. None of it feels negative. It just feels different. And in that unexpected, we have a little bit of surprise, and the surprise has engaged a touch of fright. And we've seen that in recent readings. And in fact, a couple of days in a row now, we've been challenged to choose love over fear. And this is how it feels to choose love. It still feels like a bit of a risk. We have not eradicated our fears by saying yes to what's on offer to us. And it's okay. This is a process of allowing. The energies are sensitive right now. We feel sensitive, which is positive. That means that we are alert. We are in tune. We are tapped into the universal flow of all that is, and that's amazing. That's what it means to be sensitive. So when someone says, oh, you're so sensitive, don't take that as a negative, take it as a positive, because you're being aware and alert on a natural level and on a supernatural level. Natural level, I mean your 5 senses are engaged. Supernatural, your 6 senses are engaged. So that's pretty sweet. There's a message on the Knight of Cups, too, to keep the faith. So just because it may appear as if he's not following through. Now, that could mean us. It could appear like we're not following through. Doesn't mean that we aren't or that someone else isn't. It's just that we're in this delicate, sensitive place. And until we feel a sense of personal strength, our steps are going to be a little bit tentatively forward. They're still going forward, though. Let's see what comes next. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful King of Cups. So we go from Knight to King. This is a progression. This is a progression. So it is positive forward movement, and then the King is the master of the emotional. So we may be feeling exquisitely sensitive right now. However, that sensitivity is the very gift that's going to bring us into our sense of self-mastery, a sense of surety and ease and stability. That's what I feel here with this king showing up. And let's see what's next. The Hanged Man. Yeah, you know, the moon gives us a different perspective in which to view things, and so does the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is seeking enlightenment. So we're feeling exquisitely sensitive right now. We need to gather our wit, our wisdom, our knowledge, our life experience, and apply that. That's what having self-mastery is. And this is us wanting, desiring, that's the better word, desiring self-mastery within our relationships, all kinds, friends, family, beloveds, because we have no wish to repeat things that were the undoing of prior relationships or caused friction in family or friend relationships. So we are seeking our own enlightenment and our self-mastery in these beautiful opportunities within relationship. And then here we have, talk about harmony, Queen of Cups. So we have Knight, Queen, King of Cups. That is progress forward. It's a harmonization of masculine, feminine energies here too. And the Queen, she brings us our sensitivity within our intuitive gifts as well. She's the mother of the emotional. She's the mother of the intuitive in the tarot. So this is about listening to the messages we receive, paying attention to our inner wisdom, our life experience, and then bathing all of that in enlightenment that's being provided, enlightenment, that's being provided in the moonlight, which is also very sensitive, delicate, intuitive, and it casts a different perspective for us. So we are moving forward in an exceptionally positive way. My feeling here is that we are gaining, expanding our courage, most especially in beloved relationship. It just keeps showing up day after day. I do know it relates to other relationships as well. It's just on the beloved front, things have taken quite a turn, and they've been taking quite a turn for several months. I mean, back in June we were talking about this, and you are seeing the progress in the card readings of how we've, you know, stepped into a new realm of experience within relationship, and these are the gifts and the challenges of doing so. So these cards are offering us, suggesting to us that we take the opportunity to do the self-nurturing, self-care, a little bit of life review. And my guides are saying, I want to get it right, just a moment. They're reminding me the other day, 2 days ago in a reading, I had said spontaneously, love is boundless, fear is groundless. And our card readings have been, and this is what my guides want me to remind you all of, our card readings have been reminding us that what's unfolding in the now are answered prayers from long ago, and we've had to make adjustments and accommodations, and some of us have re-engaged fear from the past, not wanting to have a do-over of certain aspects of being in relationship. This has shown up repeatedly, and you can only have a do-over if you decide to do it all the same. So if love is boundless and fear is groundless, the question becomes, what are we still afraid of? Because we've said yes to this, and we're going forward with it. It's very clear that we're moving forward in a progressive way with this, and we're still feeling that tentative sense of vulnerability and fear. So the invitation is, like the Hanged Man, like the moon, to look at it all from a different perspective. Speak kindly, be kind to yourself as you witness what rises. And remember that what rises that feels fearful could be rising simply because you have the strength and endurance to let it pass now. So consider that. All right, I'm going to move on to our angel answer cards. This is your opportunity, as always, to ask a question. Whoa, wow, they're jumping right out of the deck. I don't even have to shuffle. I like when that happens. First card, yes. Yes, we're moving forward. We're doing it dynamically. We are also doing it in a measured way as well, but still progressive. We're still going forward. Next card. Well, where do I put this? I'm going to put this with the Hanged Man. We get recovery. Yes, we are being reintroduced to some of the emotional aspects we spent a long time in recovery with in our recent past. This is the very thing that could be rising up and creating some inner tension and causing that touch of fright. Like, oh gosh, this feels like a risk. If I go forward, if I say yes, oh wait, I did say yes. Am I going to repeat the hard and heartbreaking experiences of my past? And the guides are saying you'll only do it if you decide to do it exactly the same. So address that fear that rises. Know that it's here to pass. You have the self-mastery to let it find its ease and let it find its healing, and then to let it go so you can continue to say yes. And then last card, success. We are being successful at this. Some of you are probably taking a look around at your world and saying, I don't see any evidence of success. My guides are reminding us to trust ourselves, trust our journey. We've gotten that message more than once lately too, so stay encouraged. And our last card comes from our little affirmation deck, Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection by Mike Dooley. And today we get, you needn't worry. How appropriate, right? You needn't worry. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. That's beautiful. They're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies. The universe. Yeah. Just remember how loved you are. Think about how much you love all the people in your life and know that you are loved in the same way by them. That's beautiful. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay tuned for the weekend reading. That'll be coming up soon. And please like, share, subscribe on the channel. I do appreciate it. If you would like to book a private reading, all the info you need is in the description box below. Peace, love, joy, blessings to each and every one of you. Bye for now.